Saiyaara box office collection, Day 8. Ahaan Panday and Aneet Padda starrer sees a drop. Have you ever wondered what happens when a much hyped film starts to lose its momentum at the box office? Well, Saiyaara is giving us a front row seat to that drama. Saiyaara, the much talked about film starring Ahaan Panday and Aneet Padda, directed by Mohit Suri, has been making waves since its release last Friday. The movie has broken several records and managed to stay afloat, even with a slight dip in numbers during the weekdays. This was expected given the natural ebb and flow of a film's performance in its opening week. As Saiyaara enters its second week, it's off to a promising start. On its second Friday, the film saw a good turnout in the morning shows, indicating a potential rebound after the dip in earnings. The movie, which made 172.7 crore in its first week, held stay at 20 crore from Monday to Wednesday. However, Sunday saw a significant drop, with the film making only 119 crore. While this is still a commendable number, one might have hoped for a stronger performance. But here's where it gets controversial. The film's earnings on its second Friday, which is the 8th day, are the lowest it has seen since its release. Early estimates indicate that Saiyaara made 117.5 crore on its second Friday. Despite this dip, the film's total earnings so far stand at 190.25 crore, according to Sacnilk. What's particularly interesting is how Saiyaara has performed in different regions. In the Delhi UP circuit, it pulled off a stunning feat on Tuesday, earning more than twice what Chhaava did on the same day. Even more impressive, in its potential to surpass the first Tuesday numbers of Pushpa 2 in the same region. A significant achievement that speaks volumes about the film's staying power. So, here's the part most people miss. Does a film's initial success guarantee sustained performance at the box office? Or is there a point where the audience's interest wanes? What do you think? Can Saiyaara break more records in its second week? Or is this dip a sign of things to come? Let us know in the comments. Unpacking Saiyaara. 7 questions for Mohit Suri, Bollywood's latest love story examined. Love can conquer all, but can it fix a film's fundamental flaws? Saiyaara has captured hearts and wallets, raking in 150 crore at the box office. However, beneath the surface, there are some significant issues that need addressing. Directed by Mohit Suri and starring newcomers Ahaan Panday and Aneet Padda, Saiyaara tells a familiar tale of star-crossed lovers, a tragic illness, and undying love. Despite its commercial success and emotional pull, the film is not without its criticisms. Here's a deeper dive into the problems that prevent Saiyaara from becoming the unforgettable love story it aspires to be. Mohit Suri, are you listening? 1. Deja vu all over again. A viral video has exposed what many suspected. Saiyaara bears a striking resemblance to the Korean film A Moment to Remember. From the tender glances to the tear-jerking moments, the parallels are hard to ignore. While Saiyaara markets itself as an original love story, it's essentially a remake with a Bollywood twist. This raises questions about originality and creativity in the industry. 2. Medical accuracy takes a backseat. One of the film's biggest issues is its handling of early onset Alzheimer's. Diagnosing someone at 22 with this condition is extremely rare, almost to the point of being unrealistic. In Saiyaara, the disease progresses at an alarmingly fast rate, with symptoms appearing and disappearing as needed for the plot. This not only undermines the seriousness of the condition, but also misinforms the audience. 3. Glossing over real trauma. While Saiyaara centers on Alzheimer's, it fails to delve into the real-life implications of the disease. There's minimal discussion about diagnosis, treatment, or the challenges of caregiving. Instead, the burden falls solely on Krish, the boyfriend, who is portrayed as the sole caregiver. This oversimplification does a disservice to those dealing with similar situations in real life. 4. The savior complex. Vani, despite her illness, is depicted as the emotional savior of Krish, the troubled musician with a tumultuous past. She becomes his rock, helping him overcome his anger and insecurities. This reinforces the problematic trope of the good girl who fixes the damaged boy. Is this the message we want to send to young viewers? Shouldn't relationships be about mutual growth and support? 5. Toxic masculinity in disguise. Krish's character is a classic example of a tortured artist with unresolved daddy issues. His father is a toxic alcoholic figure, and while his childhood trauma is acknowledged, it's used as a justification for his adult misbehavior. From living rent-free with friends to violent outbursts, Krish's actions are often excused under the guise of artistic temperament. This perpetuates the harmful idea that trauma excuses toxic behavior. The band that wasn't. Krish is supposedly a rising music star, but his band and career are barely given screen time. He abandons a concert tour without explanation or consequence, which is highly unlikely in the real world. The band's subplot feels tacked on, with supporting characters serving only to create minor conflicts before disappearing. This lack of depth is disappointing, especially in a film that emphasizes ambition and dreams. 7. Privacy and consent in love. True love requires respect and boundaries, but Saiyaara often overlooks these principles. At one point, Krish reads Vani's personal diary and uses her intimate thoughts speaking psalms without her knowledge or consent. This is framed as romantic, but it's actually a violation of trust and privacy. The film relies heavily on grand gestures and dramatic music to convey emotions, rather than genuine connection. What do you think? Does Saiyaara succeed in its emotional storytelling, or does it fall short due to these issues? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Saiyaara, the romantic blockbuster defying box office gravity in a bold move that has the industry buzzing. Saiyaara, the latest romantic saga from Yash Raj Films, has defied the gravitational pull of box office norms with an unprecedented screen expansion in its second week. This film, directed by the talented Mohit Suri, has seen its theatrical footprint grown from 2,225 screens in its debut week to a staggering 3,650 theaters, a move that flies in the face of conventional wisdom, which suggests screen counts typically dwindle after the opening week. This expansion is a testament to the film's scorching box office success, having raked in a whopping $29.5 million in just 7 days, with $5 million coming from international markets and the rest from its home turf, India. But here's where it gets controversial. Saiyaara stars Ahaan Panday, a fresh face in the industry, and Aneet Padda, a rising star known for her role in Prime Video's Big Girls Don't Cry. Panday portrays Krish Kapoor, a musician on the rise whose raw talent and unbridled ambition set him on a collision course with the harsh realities of the modern music industry. When Krish meets Vani Batra, played by Padda, a songwriter of exceptional talent and unwavering principles, the chemistry is electric, both creatively and personally. As their partnership deepens, so is their connection, blossoming into a romance that is as intense as it is complex. And this is the part most people miss. In India, Saiyaara has emerged as the film with the second highest opening weekend of the year, trailing only Chhaava, which currently holds the title of the top grossing Indian film of 2025. Produced by Yash Raj Films CEO Akshay Vidhani, Saiyaara has not only become a box office behemoth, but has also catapulted its lead actors, Ahaan Panday and Aneet Padda, into overnight sensations and the darlings of Gen Z across India. Saiyaara has achieved one of the biggest opening day box office performances in the history of Indian cinema for a film led by debutantes. It marks the most significant ticket sales for a debut film since the turn of the century, with Kaho Na, Pyar Hai and Refugee being the last to achieve such a feat. The film has also etched its name in the record books by registering the highest opening week ever for a romantic film. However, the competition at the box office is heating up with the release of Mahavatar Narsimha, a mythological epic, Hari Hara Veera Malu, Part 1 Sword vs. Spirit, an action-packed adventure, and Marvel's The Fantastic Four, Part Skeps. Will Saiyaara continue to defy gravity, or will it face a challenge from these new releases? Only time will tell. But one thing is certain, Saiyaara has rewritten the rules of the game and set a new benchmark for debutante-led films in Indian cinema. What do you think? Will Saiyaara maintain its box office dominance, or will it be dethroned by the new arrivals? Share your thoughts in the comments below.